गपशप के साथ तो एक कप चाय बनती है, मसाला चाय। इलायची, लौंग और दालचीनी, इसको कूट लें। उबलते पानी में डालें, इसके अंदर चाय की पत्ती और चीनी डालिए। बढ़िया मसाला चाय बनाने का मेरा एक छोटा सा राज है। ताजे दूध से बना रेनबो इवेपोरेटेड मिल्क। इसका रिच और क्रीमी टेस्ट चाय में जान डाल दे। ये हुई ना मसालेदार बात। रेनबो इवेपोरेटेड मिल्क, चाय का परफेक्ट मैच।
Rainbow Top Gun Season 3.
Hello and welcome to Rainbow Top Gun Season 3. I'm your host, Shane Phillips. And on this episode, we'll be speaking to one of the UAE's greatest brand gurus. She's done many marketing campaigns, and I would bet you've purchased a product she's canvassed. She's outspoken, suave, and self-made.
Presented by Nokia, inspired by Cadillac.
It has been rightly said that doing business without advertising is like winking at someone in the dark. You know what you're doing, but no one else does. Today's Top Gun, Kanika Banerjee, is in the advertising business for the past 2 decades and has built her agency from scratch, dealt with some of the biggest brands in the market, and won many an award. Kanika, welcome to Rainbow Top Guns.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I was thinking about what you do, and I was wondering if you were like a young brand guru running around the schoolyard, telling your friends what the color palette for spring or fall was, or how did it all start?
I don't think you're ever born a brand guru, but yes, there are signs. There are telltale signs as you grow up, and you kind of lean towards certain things like painting, a love for colors. So if you say that that would probably become a brand guru when I'm older, well then maybe.
So when did you really start coming into your own, or when did your art start blossoming, if you will?
It was during school actually. I always used to come first in art. That was the first telltale sign. And then it continued when I went for an inter-school art competition and I won a shield. And there were about 300 people taking part. So I knew that I did have some talent. And as I passed out of school, I started wondering whether I really wanted to do art or commerce. You have these various streams open to you, like science, commerce. And my grandfather actually took me aside and said, you know, you have been so good at art. And he took me around Calcutta, you know, where the city where I was born and where I came from, and he showed me billboards. And he said, this is what you should do because you're intelligent, you've got a great eye for art, and you have a good command of English, and I think you will be very good in advertising. So that's where it all started.
So your grandfather
yes, absolutely.
branded you as an advertising.
Yes, he kind of directed me and channelized me to enter advertising.
And so when you were in university, you were studying, and you right into the industry, started working with advertising firms.
Well, I was a pretty focused person, and I wanted to make something out of my life. So what happened is during the college days, my mother is actually a professional singer, and she kind of kept telling me that, you know, I sing and I get paid immediately and you work all month. I was working on a stipend, and I don't know, you work so hard. And obviously as a mother, she was concerned. And what happened was, at that point, I was all out to prove to her that, no, I could make it. You know, I work hard.
She wanted you to be a singer? Or?
Yes, she did want me to be a singer. Oh. I wanted to do advertising, yes.
What prompted you to come to Dubai?
I didn't intend to come to Dubai, actually. I came on a holiday. I came on a transit visa, which is a 14-day visa. And really, that couldn't be for a job. Nobody would think that one could get a job in a 14-day transit visa.
And what year was that when you came?
That was 1986.
Ah, okay.
It so happened that after trying for a very long time, I just got a visa the day I got my diploma. So I kind of put two and two together and just carried my portfolio along.
And so who did you end up getting a job with during those 14
I was
years?
very lucky. I actually joined one of the best agencies in Dubai at that point, which is Fortune Promo 7. Fortune Promo 7 till today is one of the most leading agencies. So I am very, very lucky that I got a break at Fortune Promo 7. It really grounded me well.
And how long were you working with Fortune Promo 7 before you decided that was it, I'm going to put my own shingle up, I'm going to cut my own way through the jungle?
Well, that was not the only agency that I worked for. I worked for Fortune Promo 7 for 3 years and a few others along the way. But after about 7 years, I needed to kind of do something different.
So after 7 years,
Yes.
what was the final straw where you said, that's it, I'm handing in my resignation?
I got a lot of work on the side. So I was freelancing, which was allowed by the company I was working for then. And I used to do a lot of work at home. And I had a lot of clients. And I was wondering that, maybe it's time to just look at this more seriously and do something, different than working for someone. Maybe it's the right call to start your own agency. So that really was the decisive factor.
How were the hot sands of the Middle East to a female businesswoman in 1994? Were you seared by the fires of sexism and discrimination?
Well, actually, yes. It did happen. It was a huge challenge for me because I was surrounded by, it was a male country. I mean, it was a male-dominated country, the Arab culture. Apart from that...
In 1994?
In 1994, yes. So there were very, very few women actually going out and starting businesses. The other thing was, when you said sexism, yes, it rings a bell because nobody wanted women to be successful at that time. There weren't many women going out to do any business.
But today that's not the case.
No, definitely no. It's a lot better.
Today now it's the reverse, right? I think they even say the Arab woman has twice as productive
yes, definitely.
as anyone else.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
So the gears have changed.
Yes.
But you felt, what were the biggest challenges you faced starting your business?
The biggest challenges I faced was, we had to, obviously didn't have that much money, so we were a small team. We were only 4 people. We had to do a lot of extra work and extra hours, to even start generating revenue and breaking even. But apart from that, I was really, really blessed because my very first account set me on the trail to...
Your first account?
Yes.
Who was your first account?
My first advertising account was actually Mashreq Bank. And Mashreq Bank was previously known as Bank of Oman. And Mashreq Bank was having an entire branding exercise done.
Switching from Bank of Oman to
Mashreq Bank, yes. And they had all their work done primarily in New York. But they needed somebody who understood branding very well. And that's how I came into the picture. And though I had just 4 people, I was entrusted with doing this job, obviously with tremendous deadlines. They had said that they wanted this entire project done in 30 days. So with a team of 4, we set out to complete this project. And we did that with flying colors, and that's when the agency really took off.
And then what was your growth like? From 4 people to how many?
To 19.
Wow.
Yes.
In how long?
In 1.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when did you feel you had actually arrived?
1 month after Mashreq Bank, I actually handled the account for the next 5 years. So for a small team of 4 people to win an account like Mashreq Bank, get into their good books, and ensure that the account continued to generate revenue for the agency, I thought was brilliant. So I do believe that I arrived in 1 month, actually.
So 30 days, you're there.
That's true.
Is that part of a success story, though, that people who are successful, they are always in this state, that attitude of gratitude, that that feeling of abundance and success is there, which breeds more success?
Definitely, yes. That's so true. I mean, attitude of gratitude is important, and that's how it happened with Mashreq Bank. They were really happy that we completed the project, and they were with us for the next 5 years.
So what does it take to make it as an advertising professional?
Well, it requires talent, definitely. But more importantly, I think it requires a lot of hard work. Talent backed by sincere hard work, a focused goal, and a lot of passion.
Konaka is a very passionate person, regarding her work. So when it comes to running the company, you don't feel she's an owner. She's hands-on. She's all over the place. She'll see that she does the work. Besides delegating, she will get into working, and that's very nice about her. If, say, I'm stuck on a job and there's pressure on me, she will come and tell me, don't worry, I will do one option. I'll think of some ideas. And there are times where it's so intense because of the pressure. She comes out with some idea and suddenly she'll scream and say, Bismarck, I've got this beautiful idea. And you see the other side where you feel she's like a child, And sometimes I wonder what a good quality to have, where you can shift immediately from one mood to another mood. It's something which I really admire a lot.
Advertising is good when it sells your product. It's not about winning awards, it's not about winning accolades. You're here to ensure that the products sell for your client. And if you can do that, that's good advertising. Good advertising means that your product should be moving in the shelf.
Presented by Nokia, inspired by Cadillac.